Yeah, I get right to the racks. Then I make that shit back. Run up on me, get shot in the back.
It's Jerry TV in a beautiful VS Scott Show, man. Regularly. Gary, so we got Pops. Today, we have 3 arrested for murder of Julio Foolio, the Florida rapper Julio Foolio. Rest in peace to Foolio, man. It's sad to hear, but 3 out of 4 got arrested. They're looking for the 4th guy. He's on a run. It's one of the cousins, the Murphy cousins.
He on the one?
He on a run. He on a run.
He on the run, Ian. That's what you guys know. Nori, the podcaster.
Noriega.
Nore stands for on the run eating. Nori on the run eating.
On the run. It starts with an N though. I guess.
That's just Nori slow. So.
It's right. It's Jerry TV for VS Scott channel. Listen, Pops. How do you feel about the situation? I want to hop right to it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, this is the reality of all the stuff you see. Don't believe all the hype, you've been conditioned to think that gun violence is normal and that N-word this and I shoot you and I kill and I get away with it. No. This is the real world. We're gonna deal with the real world right now when you watch this. So if it's your first time tuning in, subscribe to the channel and then we provide. Request the content and then we react. Follow him on Jerry TV. Follow me on
Pops React.
We have a Discord below, but this is the reality. You know what I mean? And a lot of it is our generation fault because I'm 67 years old. And a lot of it is on NWA and the Ice Cubes and the Dre's and the Snoops that they all promoted violence, and the growth and explosion of gangs have been normalized because of a certain gangster rap culture. And that's just the real. Like, they'll double back and be like, well, that's not true. What about movies? But no. Let's not talk about movies. Let's hold ourselves accountable.
Good point, Bobby.
That's my opinion. So let's watch this. This is what happens when you decide to go kill people.
Let's all right to it and we're talking. Man, only one mic is working.
One headphone, right?
Yeah, because the audio.
Yo.
A little more than a month ago, a group of individuals with the goal of premeditated murder traveled from Jacksonville.
Yeah, premeditated.
to Tampa.
That's like life in jail, right?
Premeditated means you go under the jail. That's what I'm saying. Premeditated, because that means it's planned.
Yeah.
But to commit a heinous crime in our city. I said at that time that we would make arrests and get justice in this case for all the victims, including the mother of Charles Jones,
Julio Foolio,
who traveled from Jacksonville this morning to be present for this announcement. Today I stand before Tampa Police Major Pat Messmer, Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, and Hillsborough State Attorney Susie Lopez to announce the arrest of 3 people in the deadly shooting of Charles Jones.
Less than a month. Right?
Also known by his stage name of Julio Foolio.
Julio.
Go check out our other reaction about Jacksonville, the Julio Foolio beef with Ace, King and Ace.
ATK versus KTA.
So, Jacksonville Police Department, 70% of their murder cases are not solved. What happened was this shit took place in Tampa, and they're not having that. Tampa not having that. That's why there's an arrest in less than 3 business weeks.
Yeah, they're not having it.
In addition, we have warrants and are actively searching for 2 other individuals in this case. Today's announcement would not be possible without the outstanding investigative work of our homicide detectives and with the assistance of the Jacksonville Sheriff's Office and the ATF.
Wow. ATF? Oh.
These individuals took extreme measures to try to cover their actions, but they were no match for our investigators. Isaiah Chance, Elisa Andrews,
Loser.
Sean Gaithright,
Loser.
Davion Murphy,
Loser.
and Rashard Murphy
They got the exact
are
names.
all accused of playing a role in Jones's death and are all charged with 1 count of murder in the first degree, premeditated.
Even the girl.
With the discharge of a firearm.
Wow. I don't think the girl shot anybody. She didn't even shoot a gun and she got charged with murder. That's why you gotta be careful, man. People don't believe that if you're in a car with somebody and do a crime, you go down too. You better get at that car. Or you better.
And pretty much the norm.
Start
telling, right? There is a race to who's gonna stitch first.
Word.
Because whoever stitches first is not gonna get life. They're gonna get a shitload of time, but they're gonna be able to come home.
You want to hear what I heard? So the light-skinned kid,
You want to hear what I heard?
The light-skinned kid, Sean Gaithright, right? He just got arrested for some petty shit like the other day. and now all these guys got arrested.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So he
One
ratted.
count of conspiracy of murder in the
Probably
first
did.
degree, premeditated with the discharge of a firearm. Chance, Andrews, and Gaithright were arrested over the weekend in Jacksonville. Davion Murphy and Rashard Murphy are still fugitives of justice.
Ron Eaton.
And we
Rashard
are
got
working
picked up.
closely
They brothers?
with the Jacksonville Sheriff's
Cousins.
Office
Rashard Murphy
and
got
the
back?
U.S. Marshals
Rashad,
to
yeah.
So the other
apprehend
one's on the
them.
right. He probably in North Carolina.
On June
literally
23rd,
paying
Tampa
right now.
police officers responded to a shooting on McKinley Drive and located 4 victims. One person, later identified as Charles Jones, was pronounced deceased. Jones was in town celebrating his birthday and posted on his social media his locations several times throughout that night. Surveillance video was critical in this investigation, as suspects were seen on video following Jones from location to location.
Whoa! I didn't know
This
that.
shows
they
the
hunted
links
him down.
that these individuals were willing to go through and achieve that this murder would occur. At 4:15 in the morning, Jones began to head to a hotel on McKinley. One of the suspect vehicles is seen following the victim.
He had no idea.
However, instead of following them into a parking lot, they stage across the street.
That's pretty smart.
At 4:38, 3 shooters exit a vehicle and walked in the direction of the hotel. They murdered Jones with a handgun and 2
Oh
rifles.
my God.
This barrage of gunfire also struck 3 additional victims who miraculously survived this incident. Let's look at this video.
Wow.
This is at the hotel, and you can see the shooters
It should look like a
are
movie.
getting in position for their plan.
That gotta be like from a Tesla, right?
Yeah, I think that came from the Tesla car and the hotel cameras.
That's all camera.
Wow. Why did they do
And
this,
they
bro?
are
Now they're gonna
shooting
go get
at
life. Like, what are y'all
Charles
thinking, bro? Like, was it worth it? Now y'all want to go get life in jail, bro. I know they're like panicking. Like, what was I thinking? Like, was it worth it? They probably. I'm not thinking about it. Someone probably put the bag up for his head because like this is an execution game. This is not
This
like
is execution. And listen, the people are desensitized to violence. It had to be a bag on his head. It had to be 20, 30, 40 racks on his
more
head.
100 plus. I was thinking
Because this is crazy. Like, they're going after him like... The last time I seen footage like this is when them dudes in LA robbed the bank. The bank robbers
Yeah,
in LA. Like,
okay.
just like spraying. This is crazy. This is a movie.
And you can see
But
that
it's
he's the
real one.
passenger in that car that's moving and trying to flee.
Them dudes is crashing over there. Look at this.
And again, they're still shooting at him.
I think he
He's
tried to hit him with the car.
passenger in
Yeah,
that
right.
vehicle.
that guy got away though. Whoever's driving got away.
Oh, he just ran by the thing. Look at that. That gotta be from a Tesla, right? Look at the charging
Yeah.
station.
So the Tesla records all the time.
So
Or was motion
pause
It's
it.
clear from that video.
The
what-
Tesla records anytime you walk by it or you do any motion by it. So my question is this. Do the feds go to Tesla and Tesla automatically has access to these cameras, or do they have to subpoena the actual drivers?
Yeah, how does that even
How
work?
do they track down what Teslas were there?
they were set out to
That's
do
great.
and what they had planned to do.
Boy.
The investigation
Oh,
would later reveal that the 3 armed shooters were Sean Gaithright, Rashard Murphy, and Davion Murphy.
Oh wow.
Murphy boys are crazy.
Detectives used footage from the scene, license plate readers, and phone logs to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects.
What is that?
Furthermore, it was found that the shooters are members
Go on.
readers
Please.
and phone logs
Phone logs?
to identify 2 vehicles and link them back to the suspects.
Easy money.
Pause it.
Furthermore, it was
Easy,
found
stupids.
We're big on this show to say that criminals are stupid. You're gonna go kill somebody, but you don't steal a car, you don't get burning phones,
License plate.
license plate. You're probably texting with the person that's gonna pay you. It's just like, I'm not condoning. I'm not trying to give you instructions how to do stuff. It's just protocol, bro. Like,
Leave your phone.
you're gonna do stuff like this. There should be no communication with anybody about anything. You're there. Do what you need to do. There's none of that. I'm texting. Oh, blah 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 blah. Here I see him. We got the drop on or what they say now. What the kids say.
We got the low.
They got the low on it, blah blah blah. It's just, and it's not just these guys because they're probably young and they just don't know better. It's over and over and over. Don't do a freaking crime, yo. Stop it. Everything's recorded, man.
Over.
I sincerely mean it.
Yeah.
Found that the shooters are members of or affiliated with rival gangs of Jones that go by ATK and 1200. Jones was part of the 6 Block gang.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Detectives
666.
believe that the ATK and the 1200 worked together to target Jones as part of an ongoing feud in Jacksonville.
Dude.
I want to send a clear message to anyone that the city of Tampa is not where you want to come
Yeah,
to
I
settle
told
a
you.
dispute.
Yeah.
Don't kind of
You
Tampa
will
with
be
that.
charged, you will be arrested, and you will be prosecuted to the fullest extent possible.
Thank you.
Furthermore, if you're a gang member, there's no alleged immunity through a cone of silence, as our detectives will find evidence needed to make an arrest and hold everyone accountable,
Wow.
You ain't lying.
just as we did in this case. Then,
Oh, so he's saying that someone ratted, but that's not gonna hold back from you getting charged. That's what he's saying, or not? Like,
He just he could mean that, but he's also meaning like, yo,
even
like,
if you rat,
like,
I mean,
you know-
if you stay quiet.
you know, they probably got in a car, was like, yo, no talking, yo, we got arrested, but when it shit hit the fan, you're like, yo, hey, listen, young man, you're facing, how old are you? Oh, you're 20? You're looking at 40 years, so you're gonna come out of jail when you're 60. So are you gonna tell us what's going on, or you're gonna sit for 40 years?
Nah.
What are you doing?
No,
I'm telling.
no, they're gonna get life. You know why? Because that's 3 attempted murders. 3 other people didn't get killed, but they got hit.
No, yeah.
So
but
3
what-
attempted murders plus as life.
Yeah. But I'm saying it's just a
Yeah.
scenario, like, yo, like when everybody talked that. That's why I look at these videos and all these kids be with their guns and like, have you ever like had a gunshot in your ear and you can't hear for 5 minutes? Or it's just like the normalization of the violence is like, yo, we're gonna drive all the way to Tampa, we're gonna find this guy, we're gonna kill him, and we're gonna get away with it. It's okay if we use the Dodge Charger under my mother's name with the plates where I live at. Doesn't matter.
you will be prosecuted by our tenacious state attorney, Susie Lopez.
Tenacious. I like that.
Today would not be possible without the assistance of our law enforcement partners in Jacksonville, who collaborated with us and shared intelligence that helped us in this case. Their agency also assisted with many search warrants, locating and arresting these dangerous individuals. At this time, I would like to invite Jacksonville Sheriff T.K. Waters, followed by State Attorney Susie Lopez.
TK.
Dang, they want that clout. Them boys came all the way from Jacksonville for this press conference.
And TK looked like TK Kirtland.
Chief.
too. Some thick ass glasses.
So good
Spike
afternoon,
Lee
I'm
looking
T.K.
at
Waters, Sheriff of Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Thank you, Chief Burkhall, for inviting me to stand with you as we announce these murder arrests. Today, 3 dangerous criminals
Oh, wow.
are off our Florida streets
That's right.
and in police custody where they belong.
Where they belong.
These individuals have chosen lives of urban terrorism,
They've chosen.
and with their arrests, we show Tampa, Jacksonville, and the rest of Florida, the rest of this state, that we hold violent criminals accountable. At the
I
Jacksonville
guess,
Sheriff's
right?
Office,
I guess. In Jacksonville, I guess. These 70% of the murders.
Yeah.
But it's like I said, it's a high profile case. They're gonna solve it. This is probably like they put this like number 1, bro.
Yeah. And once the alcohol, ATF was alcohol,
No, it's alcohol.
tobacco, and firearms
Yeah.
get involved. It's a wrap. That's the feds, man. Like, it's unlimited budget. You got multiple task force. Even if y'all was talking in cold texting, they got like 70 guys figuring out what y'all was sending. It will be decoded.
we will always work together with our law enforcement partners to ensure that our communities
Safe.
are free of those who choose violence over peace.
True story.
I want to applaud the investigators from Tampa PD and JSO for their committed collaborative work to bring violent criminals to justice. What I saw in this partnership evidenced the very best of information and resource pooling to ensure public safety. In closing, I want to directly speak to those who choose violence and those who embrace a culture that glorifies violence.
That's right.
Florida, Tampa, JSO, Jacksonville, Miami, or wherever you are, will not tolerate foolishness, will not tolerate shootings and needless violence. We not make excuses for poor decisions. We'll hold you accountable for your
No
criminal
excuses.
actions.
Let's make an example out of these four.
Florida is a state of law and order. Law enforcement agencies in this state will always work together to protect the good and decent people who chose to live within the law. And we will always work together to ferret out those who choose the lives of violent.
What made them think that they could get away with this shit? Like, at what point, I bet you...
I've been thinking that all the time.
I bet you there's one dude that was in the car with them in Jacksonville was like, yo, let me out.
Probably, right? That gut feeling.
Y'all going on the tap? Let me out. Yo, you soft. Yo, you a punk. I'll be that. I see y'all, bro.
Probably, right?
It had to be, bro. Like, come on. Like, what made them think they was going to get away with this shit?
Why? Because you think it's a high-profile case, or just in general to go all the way to Tampa is crazy, right?
It's just everything's recorded, man. It could be low-profile case. Police don't solve a case because they don't want to. Maybe all the killings that's going on in Jacksonville and nobody gets killed and nobody gets caught is because they're like, let them kill each other off.
Crime. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Sheriff. The ongoing fight between these two groups spilled over into Tampa last month. Let me be clear. The feud stops here.
Oh, shit.
All 5 of these defendants are facing life in the Florida State Prison, even the ones who didn't pull the trigger. In Florida, if you participate in the planning of a murder,
That's every state.
you can be held accountable for the person's death.
In concert.
And that is what we intend to
Working
do
in
here.
concert.
There were 3 people who pulled the trigger. You saw it on the video. 5 people, though, are charged with murder.
Yo.
The level of planning and coordination between these 5 defendants was truly alarming. It is clear that they all had one purpose in coming to Tampa, and that was to kill. And let's not lose sight of the fact that there are innocent victims in every homicide case, the loved ones who are left behind.
Yep. Nobody talks
His
about that.
fans knew him as Julio Foolio, but to his mom, he's Charles. We're fighting to make sure that she gets justice. I was able to speak with her this morning before she got to Tampa, and she's in Tampa with us today. I wanted to let her know that my office takes gun violence very seriously. And I let her know that these 5 defendants will be held
She's
accountable.
just super nice for this because she knows she
calculated
need a lot of views.
I was looking at the fucking gold plated
Yeah.
button and all that.
She probably makes $500,000 a year, right?
She kind of cute. All right, I'm
Is she-
available.
Is she a millionaire or anything, or for just being a chef?
No, she's not a
She's high. She's high up though.
actions.
Unless she come for money, she don't.
The defendants are in custody, 3 of them in Jacksonville, and will be moved here to appear in court. My office will file a motion for pretrial detention to ensure that these dangerous individuals are held behind bars as they await trial, where they
They're not
belong.
getting bail.
I want to commend the Tampa Police Department for this investigation, as well as our collaboration with JSO. The TPD investigation developed a mountain of evidence, and we will work hard to ensure
Hey, yo.
that justice is served for all victims in this case. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, honey. All right, Colin. What you
You're
got to
welcome,
say?
Toots.
Has time for questions.
Sheriff, it looked like a scene from the movie. Man.
Put the questions up
Yeah,
some
you
time.
know,
Come on.
Even NBA press conference, you never know what the other's saying.
It's extensive, and the state attorney spoke about it, how the mountain of evidence, this would not be possible if it wasn't for our hardworking detectives in getting evidence from videos, tag readers, and cell phones. This amount of work I have not seen before, and it would not be possible if it wasn't through our detectives and through us working collaboratively together with
day,
the JSO and
modern day.
ATF and the U.S. Marshals.
U.S. Marshals, too.
They come in,
U.S.
it's
Marshals.
over.
Think about the footage that they left out.
So our investigation's still ongoing, and Sheriff, if you have any other details that you want to speak onto that.
So Young and Ace has long been known in Jacksonville. We are consistently monitoring those groups. We have people that are always watching them. I won't speak to the chief's investigation. That's up to TPD. We don't have an investigation on him right now, but he can't move around in Jacksonville without us knowing about
Yeah,
it.
he's banned from it.
And that's for the betterment of our community.
Wait, without his knowing about it, meaning like he has to check in with the city?
Yeah, didn't somebody...
What kind of law is that?
That shit is called safety law.
Wow, he just pulled up his name. I know his heart dropped when he saw that shit.
Gotta move to Spain or something. Learn Spanish.
We're pretty confident they already know, and to turn yourselves in so we can have this resolved peacefully. And of course, to anybody out there that knows where they're at, to let us know so we can
They should put
get
money on
them
his
in
head.
custody and hold them accountable.
No, they should give them a reward. Yo, one of them got arrested. He was with a Bible when they arrested him. Now people want to be praising the Lord. Don't bring Jesus into this, man. Y'all weird as hell for that, and I don't respect it, man. Come on, man. You sinning.
The Murphy? Want to have the Murphy?
Yeah. So I think that's probably Bahamas. He's out of that. If he's smart.
Right now, look at what we're doing right now. We're bringing to justice 5 people in a murder in a case that is very difficult to make an arrest. It's us working collaboratively with the community, with Jacksonville, and if this doesn't make a statement, I don't know what does.
They're making an example. They're gonna give them life for this. You know that it's over.
Absolutely. We have officers everywhere. There's particular places in there that we actually are holding accountable for businesses that are allowing this type of activity that we're actually bringing up to a public nuisance abatement. So we are attacking this on all fronts.
I think this is the end of it, man.
Well,
Of, like, the
if you look
bullshit?
at that, this is something that
I think we could end it there. It's not.
Yeah. I think that this arrest is sending a clear message to the youth
Like,
that
stop.
you're gonna get arrested. Number one. Number two, you shouldn't do stuff like this because you're gonna get arrested. And number three, you're gonna get arrested.
I don't think so, Pops. We've seen this over and over.
I don't know. This shit is high profile. Bro.
Yeah, it is just a lot of eyes.
eyeballs
Yeah,
on
I know
this,
what you mean.
Thanks for tuning in, though. We out of here.
And I know how it gets, so I gotta stay low now, move my knot. I don't trust no nigga, I don't trust no man, ain't no friends, everybody get shot. You never know how nigga gon' throw, I'm hitting the flow with a couple of shots. You better move, you better duck.